Let's learn how hemophilia is inherited. To begin with, let us understand what happens in hemophilia or the bleeder's disease. Hemophilia is a disorder where blood fails to clot or clots very slowly. So, even if there are small wounds or injuries, there is continuous bleeding from the body. Hemophilia is also known as royal disease. That was because many royal families over the world were found carrying this disease. Hemophilia is an X-linked recessive disorder. A person having a recessive gene on the X chromosome will show the deficiency in clotting factors 8 or 9. This will lead to hemophilia. We can represent the genes for normal clotting and hemophilia in this manner. The dominant gene represented by capital H and the recessive gene represented by small h. The dominant gene showing normal clotting of blood in the body and the recessive gene causing hemophilia. Hemophilia, just like color blindness, also follows the crisscross pattern of inheritance. To understand this, first let us have a look at the genotypes shown. These are the genotypes for hemophilia. The normal male and normal female having the dominant genes on X chromosomes, because of which their blood clots normally. The hemophilic male and the hemophilic females are all having the recessive genes on the X chromosome, because of which they are hemophilic. And the carrier female. The carrier female is phenotypically normal. Her blood will clot normally, even though one of her X chromosome carries the gene for hemophilia. Let's now understand how hemophilia is inherited. First, let us study the marriage between a hemophilic male and a normal female. Hemophilic male and normal female are the parents. See what are the gametes produced by them. These are the gametes. Now, let us consider the four possibilities of their offsprings. The first possibility is this. This is the second one. As we see, this is the genotype indicating a carrier female, as one of the X chromosomes is having a dominant gene and the other X chromosome is having a recessive gene. Let's see the two other possibilities. These two possibilities indicate a normal male. So, 50% chances of having carrier daughters and 50% chances of having normal sons. Now, let us understand how a carrier daughter will further pass on the hemophilia. Now here, the carrier daughter, that is the carrier female, is getting married to a normal male. These are the parents, the carrier female and the normal male. Let's see the gametes produced by them. The gametes produced by the carrier female and the gametes produced by the normal male. Now let us consider the four possibilities of their offsprings. The first one here is a normal female, as both the X chromosomes are showing the dominant gene. The second one is a normal male, as the X chromosome shows the dominant gene. The third possibility is that of a carrier female, as one of the X chromosome has a dominant gene and the other one has a recessive gene. And the fourth possibility is that of a hemophilic male, as the X chromosome shows the recessive gene, that is the gene which causes hemophilia. So here we see that there are 25% chances each of a normal female, normal male, carrier female and a hemophilic male. So now that we have studied the two crosses, let us see how is the crisscross inheritance pattern. The hemophilic male gave birth to a carrier daughter. The carrier daughter carried the gene and she passed it on to her son, who is also hemophilic. So, hemophilia was inherited from the grandfather to the grandson through the carrier daughter. This pattern is known as crisscross inheritance. Keep watching the channel for more videos and please do like and subscribe. Bye.